All right, back for part 2, video 2 of the science review. Which statement is accurate about the seasonal temperatures in North Carolina? Well, you guys can tell me right now. What do we already know about the seasons in North Carolina?
The temperature varies.
But what do we know about seasons in North Carolina? Yeah, we have how many?
We have four.
Summer, spring,
Winter, and fall.
4 seasons.
Yep.
The temperatures are varied during the different seasons. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes. That's a maybe, though. The average temperature stays close to 60 degrees all year long.
No.
No.
No, that doesn't. It obviously.
It's difficult to notice the change in temperatures between the seasons.
No.
That's the exact same thing the other thing said, right? There's no change. It's difficult to notice the change.
One day it can be 40, one day it can be 70.
It's difficult to predict what the temperatures will be during each of the seasons. What's it like in the winter?
Cold.
What's it like in the summer?
Hot.
Spring?
Mild.
Mild. What about in the fall?
Cold.
Mild to cold. Can we predict? Yeah, we can predict what it'll be like for the most part, minus some change, weird things here and there. Our only good answer is A. So I know some of you said, Mr. Boyles, this seems like it's going to be a tough test. Is it going to be a tough test?
No.
Probably not.
If
I
you
mean, I think
about
if you take the time to stop and listen to some of these things, you're probably going to be okay.
If you think about it and you take your time.
If you're wondering why the charts keep flipping by like this, the
Needs to be
calibration is way off.
We've already done this one.
We did do that one. We'll keep going. No. No.
Just calibrate.
And we're back! Sorry about that. That was terrible. I've got to get this thing calibrated. But we're not going to do it today. Andy lives in the southern hemisphere. I'm going to stop right there. What should I draw?
the Earth with
Okay.
the equator.
Size him and him.
Whoa, there's Andy.
There's Andy.
Here we go.
There we go. And the equator. What's up here?
Northern Hemisphere.
Northern, and here is?
Southern.
What can you tell me about the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere?
In the summer, the northern hemisphere is hotter.
So we have opposite seasons.
Yes.
All right. What season does he most likely experience in August? Remember, he's in the southern hemisphere. So let's think of August. Where do we live?
North Carolina.
Which hemisphere?
North.
We live in the northern.
Yeah.
In August, we're
Opposite.
having what?
Summer.
Summer.
So
If we're having summer for
Winter?
us,
they're
and
having
we are in the northern, what's he going on there?
winter.
Winter. Well,
Snow.
They're about to go into spring because we're about to go into a fall.
Winter. Right?
Mhm.
What's my best answer? Is it spring?
No.
No.
Is it summer?
Definitely not. It's not summer.
It's the opposite. Pretty much the opposite of what we're going through.
Winter?
Winter. We're not going to say it's fall. It would have to be a little bit more detailed for us to know. It would have to say something different for us. It'd have to be spring in order for it to be that, because it's kind of the opposite of what we have going on. Let's see if I can get this right. Nope. There we go.
There we go.
Thunderstorms. And what type of cloud is associated with thunderstorms without even looking at the... What's that prefix or suffix that I know that always goes with it?
Nimbo.
When I have nimbo, stratus, or something, nimbus, cloud, we know that those are storm clouds. Cumulonimbus. Based on the information in this table, in which city will it most likely rain? What do I need to know about rain? Tell me the things that I would need to see to have rain.
You need a low pressure system.
I need low pressure or a front. What's the one thing I have to have in order for it to rain?
Water. Clouds.
Vapor that turns into
Yeah.
clouds. Water vapor. I have to have clouds.
It's not going to be A and B already because that was
Okay.
high.
Now, let's kind of go through this. City W. High pressure. There's clouds,
But high pressure system.
but it has a High pressure system, which means fair weather.
weather,
Can
yeah.
city W be my answer?
No.
No. City X, same thing, has a high pressure. So I've eliminated 2. Now these 2 both have low. Possibly could be in both of those. So now let's see what else. Does this chart tell me anything about a front?
No.
Does it tell me anything about fronts? Does it tell me anything about, I don't know, I've got that, clouds in the sky?
Yes.
Okay, so now I've got the clouds that I can look at. I have these 2 places. I have to have clouds before it can rain, right?
Yes, sir.
Where's it most likely going to rain?
Z. And also, if you were in City White, it would like snow maybe.
It would
'cause
probably be
it's
snowing,
freezing.
yeah. And it does say rain. That's a great thing. If it happened to have precipitation in this city, in City Y, as cold as it is, that precipitation would not be rain. It would probably be ice or snow. All right, I just want to look at this. Now the question, obviously you can tell this is an answer choice for one of the questions. But this is one of the hardest ones to do. What do we see that's going on here? What's happening? You got to look at all of it. Number one, what am I looking at?
Barometer.
Barometer.
What does a barometer measure?
Air pressure.
Air pressure.
Measures air pressure. Man, the calibration gets worse the further over I go. All right, tell me about air pressure. Is that important?
Yes.
Okay, what do we look at when we're looking at air pressure?
Well, when you're looking at air pressure, the lower it is, the probably more rain or storms you're going to have.
So high is happy,
Low is lousy.
low is lousy. We have fair weather and we have rain. So I guess it's, for this chart, fairly high. But then I notice it starts to go
Down.
lower and then even lower. What's probably happening during this portion?
A cold front's moving.
Could be that, but what do you think's happening outside? I guarantee you, if we looked at the barometer,
Storm.
if we looked at it, I know it's sitting over here somewhere.
Right there.
Here we go. You guys can hear what's going on outside and what just happened outside, right? You guys that are watching the video can't. Huge storm, right? Now the kids at home can't see this. What does that say?
Stormy.
Looking dead at a barometer, and it dropped significantly to probably into this area on our barometer. What happened just a few seconds ago outside? Pretty huge storm.
Yeah.
Well, now I've noticed the more I'm sitting here watching my barometer, it's starting to do this number right here. What's going on right now?
The storm's going away.
The storm's going away and the pressure is going back up. So when your pressure's dropping, it's getting lower, you have a storm. So what happened during this? A storm moved through the area and then, as you can see here, started to move out and the pressure started to go up. I'm not going to be surprised if we walk outside and notice that there's less clouds in the sky and things start changing.
There might be some fierce clouds because now it's clear.
We have El Nino, La Nina. Now I get this and I start freaking out. I'm going to do this right here for me. Tell me about El Nino. What's it do?
Oh, decreases chance of hurricanes.
So hurricanes go down, or hurricane chances.
And near,
For us.
near,
Oh my goodness.
and near, like, the Brazil area near Peru, that's where the water, a huge amount of water gets warmer.
The water gets warmer.
Way warmer.
Okay.
Because the prevailing westerlies are going to, like, they start moving away and, like, the water.
What does La Nina do? What about chances of rain for us and in the south with an El Nino? And then, don't we have chances of floods, right?
Yeah.
So this guy seems to be warm with a lot of rain. La Nina, what happens to the water in the Pacific? Water gets cooler in the Pacific. What happens to our chance of hurricanes on North Carolina's coast?
Way up. Way up.
hurricane chances go up. We have some less rain. All right. Effects. Warmer temperatures, and more rain. Does that sound like El Nino?
No.
Warmer temperatures and more rain.
Yeah.
That's a maybe. Warmer temperatures and less rain.
No.
That's not what we said. Cooler temperatures and less rain.
No. No.
Oh, that's not what we said. We said warmer temperatures and more rain.
Gulf Stream.
How does the Gulf Stream impact hurricane development off the coast of the southeastern United States? That's us, by the way. What is the Gulf Stream?
Like it's
It starts in the Gulf of Mexico and flows along the east.
Describe the temperature of the Gulf Stream.
very
Warm.
like warm.
Warm water.
And it has blue.
Okay,
and-
so let's look at this. Cold water from the Gulf Stream, is that correct?
No. It says cold.
Cold water from the Gulf Stream,
No.
wrong. Okay, so now we've got 50-50 shot. Warm water from the Gulf Stream increases the speed and intensity of a hurricane.
Maybe.
What does a hurricane need to get stronger?
Evaporation from the water.
From
to the
warm water.
condensation.
I love this one.
Yeah.
Warm water from the Gulf Stream, sounds good so far, decreases speed and intensity of hurricane.
No.
Does it make sense? For this one, our answer is C. And for us, because my helpers have got to go, I'm already late getting them out. We're going to pause the video and come right back. All right. Why would residents along the coast of North Carolina most likely be concerned about a strong La Nina event in August? Well, when we talked about La Nina earlier, we said that for North Carolina and people on the East Coast, our hurricane chances go way up. We said that it can cause some spells of dryness. So let's see if one of those things talks about a drought or if it talks about hurricanes. La Nina returns every 2 to 7 years. Is that something for North Carolina to be concerned about? Well, no, they really can't do anything about it if it comes back every 2 to 7 years. So there's no need to worry about that. La Nina can mean an active hurricane season. Would that be important for people on the coast of North Carolina? Absolutely. La Nina can mean a decrease in winter precipitation. Students might be concerned about a La Nina event if it decreased winter precipitation because they would not have any snow days. But this says in August. That one doesn't even make sense. La Nina is associated with very warm ocean temperatures. No, we said that La Nina cools the ocean. So this one is not it. And if you're on the coast, of course you're worried about hurricanes. Why do hurricanes die out after hitting landfall? Well, we said that hurricanes, among most all things, they need warm waters to fuel them. What are we not seeing when we hit land? Well, we're not seeing any warm water. Now, when hurricanes come in the land, is there a change in cloud type? Not really. That doesn't make any sense. Warm water no longer feeds them. That's what we just said. I like that one. C is going to have to be a really good answer. The rotation of the storm changes. No, that would have to happen if it went across the equator, which I'm pretty certain is impossible for it to do. Your only answer is B. And that concludes the 2 study videos for hurricanes, El Nino, La Nina, fronts, high pressure system, low pressure system. Good luck on the test. Don't forget, smash that like button, leave comments, and if I get 80 likes, I'll make sure that everyone in 5th grade gets a piece of gum.